This is not a game. This isn't Wordle. This is a parable that Jesus told.
Lord Sweetener is a very successful entrepreneur with an investment portfolio of 8 million talents.
It's not about what you have. It's what you do with what you have.
Today, he has invited his 3 servants to come and meet him. Lord Sweetener has a business proposition for them.
I don't just think outside the box. I take the box, I put it inside another box, I wrap up the box, and I sell that box for a profit.
I like to clean and polish, but I haven't come here to clean Lord Sweetener's glass ceilings. I've come to smash right through them.
When life gave me lemons, I made apple juice. Now that's creative thinking.
As the good book says, go to the ant, you sluggard.
Lord Sweetener called his servants together and told them,
I'm going away on a journey. While I'm away, I'm going to put you in charge of my money, and I'm going to decide how much each of you gets.
So he gave the first servant 5 talents. Each talent was worth about £1 million. He gave the second servant 2 talents, and he gave the third servant just 1 talent.
Make sure you put what I've given you to good use, because when I return, I will call you back into the boardroom and we'll find out what you've done with it.
Then Lord Sweetener waved goodbye and set off on his journey. Well, the first servant, the one with the 5 talents, got to work straight away. He was good at making and fixing things. So he decided that he would use the money his master had given him to buy up some tatty old chairs from jumble sales. He also bought some paint and brushes and other bits and bobs. He carefully sanded the chairs down, removed the old paint, and then carefully repainted them. When he'd finished, the chairs looked great, and he was able to sell them for much more than he'd paid for them. In fact, he ended up getting back not only his original 5 talents, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 talents more. The second servant was very good at baking, and he decided to use the 2 talents that he'd been given to buy some cooking utensils and ingredients. He got very busy in his kitchen, mixing and baking. The cakes he made did taste exceedingly good, and he sold them. And in the end, he ended up getting back not only the 2 talents that had been given to him, but 1, 2 talents more. The third servant took his 1 talent and decided that he wanted to make sure that he had something to give back to his master when he returned. So he carefully dug a hole, took his 1 talent, and buried it in the ground for safekeeping. Then, one day, Lord Sweetener returned. The 3 servants were called to meet him in the boardroom.
Can you send the servants in now, please?
Lord Sweetener will see you now.
Lord Sweetener was keen to find out what his servants had done with the money he had left them.
So when I went away, I put the 3 of you in charge of my money, and I asked you to put it to good use. And I gave each of you a different amount of money. So, who did I give the 5 talents to?
That was me, Lord Sweetener. You gave me the 5 talents.
Oh, you. So, tell me what you did with it.
Well, what I did, I took your 5 talents and I went and bought some paintbrushes, some paint. Then I went to some jumble sales and I bought some old tatty old chairs and I gave them all a bit of a makeover. And I sold them for a profit. So not only have I got the original 5 talents to hand you back, but I've got an additional 5 more talents, meaning 10 talents altogether to give you back, Lord Sweetener.
Well done. Very good indeed. So who did I give the 2 talents to?
You gave me 2 talents, Lord Sweetener.
Oh, it was you. So tell me how you used them.
Well, I love cooking, so I took my 2 talents and I bought some cooking utensils and some ingredients and I made some exceedingly good cakes. And I sold them. And in selling them, I doubled what you gave me originally. So I've got not just the 2 talents, I've got 4 talents. I doubled your money.
Well done, the pair of you, both of you, very well done. 2 very good and faithful servants. I entrusted you with a little, now I'm going to entrust you with far more. You can both come and share in my joy and my happiness. So that means I must have left you with the 1 talent, not as much as the other 2, but still 1 talent not to be sniffed at. So what did you do with it?
Well, Laura Sweetener, I knew that you were a very hard man and that you reap where you haven't even planted or sown. So what I did was I took your 1 talent, the 1 talent you gave me, and I dug a big hole and I buried it and then I dug it back up again. And so here is that 1 talent you gave me back for you, nice and safe.
You are a very lazy servant. The very least you could have done is put it in the bank and have earned a little bit of interest. I'm very disappointed with you. Very disappointed. In fact, I'm going to take your 1 talent away and give it to him who's got the 10 talents. You're fired.